During this short how-to video on how to create a new molecular weight library and viewing, editing, deleting and renaming molecular weight standard in GeneTools analysis software, you were shown how to 1. Create a new library, 2. Open, close or save a molecular weight library, 3. View, edit, delete and rename a molecular weight standard. A molecular weight library is a collection of molecular weight quantity standards. Each standard lists a molecular weight or quantities for a set of peaks. You use the library to calibrate a gel by assigning one of the standards contained in the library to one or more standard tracks in the gel. If you use the same standard for different gels, using molecular weight library says you enter molecular weights quantities individually for each peak in the standard tracks. When you start up GeneTools, the default molecular weight library is opened automatically. You can create new or open save molecular weight libraries. You can create as many different molecular weight libraries as you wish. However, you can only have one library open at one time. Opening a new library will close the currently open library. To create a new molecular weight quantity standard, choose New Library from the File menu. Choose New Standard from the Edit menu. Or right-click in the window display and choose New from the Context menu. This will display the New Standard dialog box. Enter a name for the standard and press OK. Display the Edit Molecular Weight Standard dialog box. Enter 1, the number of the first peak in the peak number box. Enter its molecular weight. Molecular weight must decrease as peak number increases. And or quantity. There is no restriction on the order of quantities. And press Insert. The peak number and associated molecular weight will be added to the standard. The peak number will be increased by 1, ready for you to add the next peak. Repeat the steps described for the remaining peaks. Press OK to close the dialog box. The new standard will appear in the Molecular Weight Library window. To save Molecular Weight Library with a new name, click in the Molecular Weight Library window or choose it from the list at the bottom of the window menu. Choose Save As from the File menu to display a standard window Save As dialog box. Use the dialog box to select a folder in which to save the molecular weight library. Enter the file name molecular weight library and press Save to save the library. Saving molecular weight library does not set it as your default molecular weight library, so it will not be reopened when you next start up GeneTools. To select the default molecular weight library and choose the scale for displaying molecular weight calibration graphs, choose Configuration from the Extras menu to display the Configuration dialog box. Then select Molecular Weight tab. The file name box shows the path and the name of the file contained in the default molecular weight library. This molecular weight library will be opened automatically when you start up GeneTools. Click on the radio button to choose whether the calibration graph shown in the molecular weight calibration page should have a linear or logarithmic scale. Molecular weight libraries can be viewed, edited and renamed in the Molecular Weight Library window. To open a molecular weight library for editing, choose Open Library from the File menu. Display the standard Windows Open dialog box. Use the dialog box to select the required molecular weight library file and press Open. If the molecular weight library window is already showing another library, the library will be closed. If it contains any unsaved images, you'll be asked if you want to save them before the library is closed. To close the molecular weight library window, click in it or choose it from the window menu to select it. Choose Close from the File menu. To edit molecular weight standard, select the Assign Molecular Weight Quantity icon. A pop-up window should appear from the Edit tab. Select the standard you wish to edit from the drop-down menu. Then select Edit Standard. Select which peak number you wish to edit. Then you can enter a different molecular weight or quantity. To manually add a molecular weight, select the Manual tab from the Assign Molecular Weight Quantity pop-up box. To manually add a peak, use the arrow buttons next to the selected peak box to select the peak. Enter the required molecular weight in the Assign Molecular Weight box. Press Assign Value to Peak. Provided there are no conflicts, the molecular weight will be assigned to the peak and added to any previous assignments. Conflicts may arise because molecular weights must decrease as peak numbers increase. If the new assignment will cause this rule to be broken, the new assignment is ignored. To assign a quantity to a peak manually, use the arrow buttons next to the selected peak box to select the peak. Press Assign Quantity to Peak. To display the Assign Calibrated Quantities dialog box, so you can assign a quantity to selected peak. To rename a standard in a molecular weight library, open the library if not already open and select the standard in the molecular weight library window by clicking on the standard's name. Choose Rename Standard from the Edit menu. Display the Rename dialog box. Edit the name in the New Name box. Press OK to close the dialog box. The standard will appear with a new name in the Molecular Weight Library window. To delete a molecular weight quantity standard from a library, open the library if not already open and click on the Molecular Weight Library window by clicking on the standard's name. Choose Delete Standard from the Edit menu, or right-click on the standard's name display at the context menu and choose Delete.